and welcome to Unews. I'm Carolina Sarassa. Happy Thursday, Feliz Jueves, and thank you for being with us today. And we start today with the latest news from Washington. White House Acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney said today that the 2020 G7 summit will be held. Ambassador to the European Union, George Sondland, is testifying today on Capitol Hill, despite an attempt by the White House to block his testimony. And we're getting new details about why a former aide sounded the alarm about his conduct. Claudia Uceda has the details from Washington, D.C. Claudia.
A very important testimony here on Capitol Hill. This as in a press conference, Nancy Pelosi said that there is no timeline for this impeachment inquiry. Trump has denied doing anything wrong. Now back to you.
Thank you, Claudia, for that report. And here to talk about the latest impeachment developments is Ryan Goodman. He says that President Trump's top China advisor made up an expert he regularly quoted in his books. And here in the impeachment inquiry, a well-known civil rights leader, Congressman Elijah Cummings, has passed away. A brief statement from his office says Cummings passed away overnight at Johns Hopkins Hospital due to long-standing health challenges. Maite Interiano has more on his career in public service. Now to the ongoing controversy surrounding President Trump and Syria. Vice President Pence is in Turkey and just announced a negotiated ceasefire. This as Republicans have joined Democrats to criticize the president's policy. Trump lashed out in a tense White House meeting that descended into name-calling, prompting a walkout from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who called the president's performance a meltdown. And a historic day in Washington, D.C., the first ever congressional hearing to create a Smithsonian National American Latino Museum will take place in our nation's capital. Trump is on his way to Dallas for a campaign rally this evening. The president won that state in 2016 by 9 percentage points, but Democrats are in a position to make it more of a challenge in 2020. Pedro Rojas is in Dallas with the details. Pedro. For that report. And coming up to New, welcome back to Unews. America's vaping crisis continues to grow worse. Now, authorities confirming 2 new fatalities in the state of Minnesota, bringing the nationwide total to 31 across 22 states. A top pediatrician is telling Congress that our young people do not stand a chance against e-cigarette products. Paula Byron has the latest. And now to New York, where a jury is expected to begin deliberations today in the trial against Juan Antonio Hernandez. Former COU has released thousands of government documents related to the alleged abuse and neglect of immigrant children in U.S. government custody. Jaime Garcia has more on some of those disturbing allegations raised by those documents. Jaime, for that information, and it has been almost a year since the most recent migrant caravan began heading north from Central America. One of those migrants was Miriam, a Honduran national who decided that Mexico was the end of the road. Kelia Tejada has more on her new life in Tijuana. It's Thursday, which means a new episode of Real America with Jorge Ramos is out tonight. We're joined by producer Nidia Cavazos to give us a preview. Nidia, welcome.
Thank you, Carol. This week, we're at a migrant camp on the U.S.-Mexico border where over 1,000 people are staying at while they seek asylum in the United States. We have the story of a Texas man who for over a year has taken it upon himself to feed as many migrants as he can on a daily basis. Let's take a look at tonight's episode. Team Brownsville has not missed delivering a single meal since they started in the fall of 2018. They say that without their help, many would go hungry. So tune in tonight.
Nidia will be watching tonight. And coming up, stunning moments caught on camera. A state trooper rushing to the rescue. A driver got stuck as a train was coming at high speeds. Miridi Murungi has the full story. Offer gold mines to state governors as means of generating revenue. This pledge comes in the middle of a foreign currency shortage that exists in part because of sanctions imposed by the U.S. and other countries. But as Michelle Jurado explains, that gold has also brought him the ability to consolidate power. A Alicia Alonso, the ballet legend who largely created classical dance in her native Cuba, died today at the age of 98. After the break, we have turned into a very inspiring story. A group of women are redefining what it means to be a dancer, and in the process, inspiring a whole generation of girls to be strong. The Rolettes is a dance group of women in wheelchairs. It began identity. See you guys tomorrow. Hasta mañana, and thank you.